Looking nice makes just about anyone feel good. I enjoy how something that fits well and looks good on me gives me confidence. I can say I can't say I actually enjoy shopping for that outfit because of a decline in classic look and quality. It also seems that the rate fashion changes is much quicker than it was in the past. It seems fashion change as fast as new social media posts. There is a term for this type of fashion called fast fashion. What fast fashion means is cheaply made clothes made and distributed quickly and designed with fashion designers and celebrities in mass quality sold in mass consumers. The way people think about shopping has changed to more compulsive. People now want trendy clothes as cheap and as quick as possible. I remember when I was young and my mom would buy my clothes. She would buy and we would buy clothes for the season. If it was summer, we would need summer clothes, and if it was winter, we would need our winter clothes. That's the only time we really shopped unless there was a special occasion such as a dance. This was normal. Most of my classmates had the same clothes throughout the season and for most of the year. Social media was not yet popular, so we didn't have as quick access to pop culture like we do today. Fast fashion brands can speed up process design in just 5 weeks, while traditional brands take 12 weeks to introduce new clothes. I believe this speedy process has been fueled by the new world fueled by social media. A celebrity can post something 1 minute and it be out in the market just 5 weeks later. With this compulsive buying, 85% of fast fashion market products are being assembled in China and Bangladesh, being consumed by Americans. I was once guilty of the fast fashion myself about 2 years ago, but one binge season of Marie Kondo and YouTube videos on minimalist living really changed my perspective. After getting tired of going through a dense closet of so much to wear, which most fashion pieces only popular for a moment, I always felt like there was nothing in my closet. I then decided to go through all my stuff and minimize, only keeping what I really wear, like more timeless pieces, and keep what I really like, timeless pieces, still actively attempting to stay away from fast fashion. It is a conscious decision to stay away from fast fashion because social media and shopping outlets are easily at our disposal. One of the reasons I chose to stay away from fast fashion was I did my research on the subject and how it affected the environment. With the start of fast fashion, there has been an increase in the amount of wasting of clothes. Nearly 3.8 billion pounds, 85% of that by Americans, is going to landfills, and not just American landfills. One of the reasons the clothes is going to landfills is a cheap quality, with most times someone could only wear the piece about 6 times. With so much clothes being made, what isn't sold is sent off to landfills or sent to refugee camps, with most of the clothes being culturally inappropriate. Not only does it become waste in our own country, but secondhand clothes gets exported overseas, and what is not sold there becomes solid waste, which then clogs rivers and becomes an environmental hazard. Not only is there clothing collecting in wastelands and rivers, but there are also social and occupational hazards. Most clothes in the U.S. is cotton and polyester. These fibers pose health risks such as polyester, which needs pesticides to grow. In addition, dyes are used and are often discharged into local water systems. With this negative effect on water supply, that's a river that's filled with dye.
Wow.
With this negative effect on the water supply, the population suffers with an inability to farm or fish in their water. Another health risk for people are the lack of standard supplies needed to work, such as face masks. In addition to extremely dangerous working conditions, dyes dumping into local water, and clothes becoming waste, people are paid barely enough to stay alive. Since the public began to inform themselves of the negative effects of fast fashion, our own country, and especially the producing countries and its people, has also become ethical clothing. The idea of shopping ethically is a term which means purchasing environmentally friendly clothes and fair trade clothing such as thrifting. Individual values. This is a large umbrella describing shopping ethically, but we can all start off with small changes to shop ethically. We can slow down in our shopping and stop jumping in so compulsively. There is an online sector of ethically manufactured clothes, many of which are online and usually their mission statement as well as reviews. Better quality is associated with a higher price point. The good thing about quality is that it lasts longer and you won't have to replace an item as frequently. There is also clothing you thrift and stop some of the clothes from hitting a landfill. The last thing you can do is buy less. Try to find your style with timeless pieces. After my research, I have decided I don't want to participate in fast fashion and have made a change to the way I look at spending. I hope I have shed some insight to you as well. We know fast fashion is cheap clothes made fashionably by social media and celebrities. It has a negative cost socially and environmentally. Being aware of other forms of shopping such as ethical clothing stores, thrifting, and spending a bit more money on quality items rather than shopping more and purchasing cheap quality items that only last a few wears. If all else fails, think about your own spending and don't get pulled in by the Joneses, and find your timeless fashion that's good for the environment as well as your pocketbook.
Yay. That's good.